so much, and thank you, Barbara, for that wonderful introduction. Let's give Barbara a huge round of applause and all of the leadership here. I know that you are gathered for very important work, so let me start by saying thank you for choosing Washington, D.C. for your convention. I was looking back, and it was 2016 when you were here for the convention last, and everyone across all 8 wards, all of our institutions, your chapter here in DC, we are so proud to have you back. I want to just acknowledge how important a time that we're all in. I know that I'm speaking to a group of women who know what the stakes are. I know that you're advocating for voting rights on Capitol Hill. We are approaching the commemoration of 60 years of the Civil Rights Act and 60 years since the Voting Rights Act was passed. And yet we still have so much to fight for, don't we? A lot has changed since you were here in 2016, and I think then what we hoped for in 2016 didn't exactly materialize. And for us, in some other big ways, because for DC, we had something on the ballot. We had a voter initiative focused on DC statehood. And while we lost in big ways, from my perspective, in 2016, the cause of DC statehood advanced, because for the first time, over 80% of DC residents voted for statehood for the District of Columbia. And since then, we've had 2 positive votes in the House of Representatives, 2 votes in the House of Representatives. And since then, we have also had more senators sign on to the DC Statehood Act, more senators than ever before. We have also had the entire delegation in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia region, save one, sign on for DC statehood, and we have had 2 Democratic nominees for president and a sitting president endorse DC statehood. So we have really advanced in powerful ways. Since you were here last, I also commissioned Black Lives Matter Plaza on 16th Street in front of the White House. It was a demonstration for us of our autonomy as DC residents, but it should also serve as a reminder of what's at stake when DC is not a state. 700,000 people live here, pay taxes here, go to wars and die for our country. We're every bit of an American as you are. Yet, our Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton does not have a vote, and we do not have 2 senators, and a president of the United States can send the National Guard and the Army to fight against us or take over our police department. This is what is at stake when we talk about lack of representation or autonomy, because we're not a state. But thank goodness for the League of Women Voters. Thank you. Not only do you have always been staunch supporters of DC statehood, you put your foot leather, your shoe leather, your phone calls, your meetings at Congress, you put them to work for us. And we want to let you know how much we appreciate it. We know that our union will be more perfect when everybody can vote. We're doing our part in D.C. because I think we have every manner of voting that is possible. We send out ballots, we collect ballots at all of our voting centers, our precincts, at mail-in ballot boxes, and we are very focused on making sure our voters are educated about the things that are at stake nationally and in our cities. And let's be clear, folks, cities are under attack. I'm under attack. You may know, I'm famous. And it's going to take all of us to work together because we know that our nation, we're not just blue states or red states. As famously said by Barack Obama, we are the United States of America. We're just not big cities or little towns or the suburbs, but we're all working together for the liberties and freedoms that our nation, the greatest nation in the world, promises and provides. And it's only us standing together, working hard, holding officials accountable, holding our fellow voters accountable, will we achieve that more perfect union. I couldn't be more proud to partner with the League of Women Voters on our DC issues, and I hope that you will count us as partners in all of our national issues as well. So again, welcome to Washington, D.C. Thank you for choosing us. Get out and see your nation's capital. We're just thrilled that you're here.